damn, this nigga got a whole goddamn. He really got a blog.
Alright, so speaking on another music video, you mentioned you just shot Purpose.
Yeah, most definitely.
What was the purpose behind that track?
Most definitely. The song, we recorded it at like 4 or 5 in the morning. We were tired. Me and the dude was super tired. But we were like, let's make a song right now. Like when we don't even feel like making a song. Like, because it's our purpose. This is what we consider in our reason of doing what we're doing. While you're tired, you should be able to push through fatigue. You should be able to do all these things. We know in life you face, every single day you face with different challenges and whatnot. So how can you serve your purpose at the highest levels every single day? And what can you do to embody it? In the music video, I was fighting my inner self. I was fighting the higher me, which was the poised boxer, which was the Floyd Mayweather, the jab, you know, you're on the fence. Then you had the slugger, the fierce fighter, the person that's battling with themselves subconsciously about their anxiety, their depression, their mental disorders, their whatever that could be, the things that are pushing them away from their purpose. So we kind of wanted to, you know, portray each side of it and did a boxing thing where, shout out to Kevin Gates, I got the concept kind of from him. But to fight yourself, you know, and have that battle. So we had makeup artists, had everybody out there, had referees, had full production, had like 5, 6 cameras on set. So we was rolling, man, and things were just like, just straight up. Like it really was a blessing to be a part of. Like I know moving from I Can't Breathe, it was a dope concept. Then we shot on the lake and did some things. But to move to see this and to really show like how it's gonna come out of you fighting your inner self. I actually hired someone to be a doppelganger to me, someone to, you know, a look-alike. So he was in there mimicking things like that, mimicking some of the same things. Yeah, man, we went all out with the makeup. Like the video is that and more, I'm sure. So shout out to my guys, LRP Films, Forex Filmmaker, Will and Kev. A salute to y'all for always rocking with me and building the brand with me, man. So we got something coming on the way for sure. Check that out. Purpose. It's on the Marathon Music #2 featuring my boy Hondo. So yeah, check that out.
Definitely look forward to seeing that when it drops.
Definitely appreciate that.
When it drops, send it to me as well. You know, promote it on our blog site for you.
Oh, most definitely. That's love for sure. We'll send it to you fast way.
Gotcha. I want to talk about your family and friends' support towards your music career.
Most definitely.
Do you feel a lot of support, or do you feel like it could be more, or you know, just explain?
I think as humans, as people, and not just me or a creator, anyone feels like they could have more support in what they're doing. I feel like that's anyone. Yeah. You know, you could feel like you on top of the world. I'm sure Drake feel like he could have more support in some areas, you know. But at the end of the day, my parents, my friends, associates, business partners, they support because they know who I am. They know that I'm going to do the work. They know that I like to prevail in my own sense. I have my leadership qualities about myself or whatever that may be. So they kind of trust that automatically. And when they see me kind of put out the work, it just transpires and it's easy to support. Yeah. It's like, why hate on it? You know, if you hating on it, it's really something wrong with you, because in each of my things, every time I'm doing something, I try to make sure I'm of service first, not of myself. So it's like, what can you really dislike about it, you know? So I try to keep that as transparent in my music, try to stay authentic with that so people can always grasp to it at all times. And I think everything else just kind of fall easy from there, bro. Like, yeah.
And about the city.
Yeah.
Like Marietta supports you, Atlanta supports you.
Definitely. Marietta, is where it started, you know, kept it local. I actually came up with a slogan, and I will gift you guys with some merchandise today that I want to do a brand project, not just myself, but incorporate some other artists around the city, around Atlanta. And it's called Star Local, Finish Global. My brand is a globe. So there's that. You will Star Local. Everyone builds their brand, no matter if you're from Wisconsin, Colorado, Denver, whatever you from, Hawaii, you start local, always you build grand. Mm-hmm. So Marietta did support me, does still support me, not discrediting that. But I also understand it's more than that. You're not going to be a bigger artist just in your city and think you to pop and do. Like calm your ego down, like really, because you haven't put any groundwork. Truly, you have to get out. You have to go to a new region. You have to get some weird faces, some weird looks. Like, what was that dude? Like, you have to do those things, and until you do, then I just don't feel like you're really ready. But as far as support system, man, you got to go out there and find your market. Like, any artist that's looking for support, if you have friends or business partners that's not supporting you, don't feel discredited, but like, or don't feel like discouraged by it, I'm sorry, but make sure that you go find your market. Like, there's someone out there looking for what you're talking about. If you're talking about snacks and eating and whatever, someone wants that. If you are a jingle writer, someone wants that. There's not to say that you can't do music. There's so many people, business and corporations want hip hop beats. You hear 411 Pain commercial on the thing and they got a trap beat.
It's the culture.
You feel me? Like, it's crazy how much hip hop has taken over. So people get discouraged that, oh man, somebody ain't took on my music. Well, you maybe just haven't sold it and packaged your product in the right way. So they can't grab it like they want to, like you want them to. So people got to understand that, it's not always about that minor, that local support. If you want to go global, you have to find your market, find your niche, and really just perfect that. And everybody going to draw into that because you being authentic, I feel. That's just my motive. That's my motto.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And it kind of answers my next question, because my next question was, do you feel like an artist has to have their city support? But like you said, if you only want your city support, you're going to stay local.
You're going to stay local,
you have
exactly.
To go out and expand.
And that depends on that artist. If you want to stay local, if your dream is not to push a tour, a grand tour, to whatever, link with this artist in this city, if that's not your dream, stay your lane, enjoy that, that's fine. But for the people that do want to go global, or for the people that want to experience life in a different light, you know what I'm saying? I definitely believe that, it starts with the city, but it's all about everybody else. Because, your friends may not even buy your merchandise, and that ain't no shame to them, ain't no harm, but you may have a homie or somebody rocking Gucci and Louis in a spot before they even got on your brand, and you got a whole hoodie out, a tee out, you pushing all this on your website, but y'all going to do your performance and they dripped in the latest Louis and Gucci. Yep. So are you really my partner? Are you really supporting me? Or are you here for the show? Like, which one is? And if that's the case, purchase a ticket. That's how I feel. Yeah. That's just me though. And there ain't no shame to people that have that, but that's how I really view it. If you're really gonna have that support system, make it that. If we gonna do this, if we gonna make it look like this and walk into the club, I bet everybody throw a t-shirt on. You don't all have to have them the same color. I'm gonna drop colors so y'all can have something different. But you know what I'm saying? But let's walk in here. Okay, one person got a sacrifice tonight, man. I'm gonna be crazy tonight, throwing a mascot head. Like, what? Throwing a mascot head? Like, what, in the club? Yeah, like, that's what we gonna do. It's just different. And I'm about marketing. I'm huge on marketing, advertising, stuff like that. So, like I said, I create before I look at I find the market and I just create within that market. I don't look at somebody supporting me because, somebody like everybody, man. No shout out, no diss to Lil Nas X or whatever, but there's a whole fan base of Lil Nas X people. Yeah. I'm not genuinely playing his music and listen to him, whatever, but that's an example of somebody, and this man's a millionaire off of one song. Just one. Just one. So,
the streams and it's 100 million streams.
100 million streams. And I don't have one of those streams. Come on. It just shows you, like, you don't need me to support it, but you can find it somewhere else and somebody want it. Yeah.
That's real. I want to get into a couple of your businesses next.
Definitely.
You're the owner of two businesses. Yes. Blinded World, LLC, and Built by Boston.
Blinded World, yes,
Blinded World is more of the clothing.
Yes, indeed. That is the brand.
And what was the inspiration for that?
Me and my brother, my business partner, not here at the moment, Nick. He's actually in LA right now, vacationing. But we were out at Edgewood. We were at an event off Edgewood in Atlanta doing some performing with Friday Night. His name is Friday Night, another artist. We were doing a song, we were performing, and he had a brand that he was pushing called Cottonmouth. And him and the guy Cottonmouth, they had shirts, and it was just like a tongue out with cotton on it. It was cool, it was dope. So we was on the stage, and that was me early into learning what branded merchandise and how to do it all. But it was my brand, I was just with another group. So we were doing that, but we seen a guy there named Mac Benton. Mac Benton was pushing shirts and merchandise with his face only on it. And I'm like, boy, you bold to really push your face. Just your face. You're not like Drake. You're not, no one the notoriety is not there, but you're just bold enough to push this merchandise. You believe in yourself that much. So automatically we went home. We was like, bro, why are we not pushing our brand? Me and my brother were like, why are we not doing it? So we came up with Blinded World. When we came up with the name, and why we said Blinded World is because there's so many things that people either don't see, misconstrue, or whatever it may be in life that takes them away from their purpose, that they find a distraction in, whatever, all that kind of stuff. So it's like, what can Blinded World mean to be bigger than us? That's when we came up with the acronym. And the acronym is Believe, Love, Invest, and Determine Every Destiny. So it's Believe, Love, Invest, and then the N is alone, Determine Every Destiny. Wow. So it's a bigger meaning than just what it is. Exactly. And that's the whole point of the world being covered. Because as you can see, you know, globes everywhere. We just started branding it, tattooing it. I just didn't stop. And after that, it just kept going. And every artist needs to build that brand. I feel like every artist needs to build that brand. If you don't have it, might fall short. But I'm not looking for someone to do my tour merchandise and stuff like that. So that's what made me want to create and get into clothing early. And I also was one of those artists that were like best dressed and shit like that. So I was into clothing, you know. So that's how it came about, man.
Got you. And Built by Boston.
Yeah.
That's more of
personal training. That's fitness. Personal training and fitness. That is my day to day. That is what I do. Outside of day trading and investing and stuff like that. That is my money maker throughout the week. Working with clients. I want to be involved. I like to be of service to others. So I'm able to do that through my personal training. Us growing up as athletes our whole life, you know, most black guys do. You know, not just black guys, but just our culture, we do. We grow up that way, playing sports, baseball, basketball, whatever. All three, all four, everything, you go right in hand in hand. So swag with the sports, and, you know, even Brian and listening to the news, YG and YG at the game, and Nipsey shaking hands with Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just all tying together. So to know that that's really what it does, I found a way to do what I love, to stay creative, and to get paid for it. My mentor told me to find those three things, and I'm able to do that and keep a roof over my head, man. I can't complain. Like,
that's life. It's
amazing, yeah. And I've been training for what, 5-6 years, making music for 7. That's pretty much my whole adulthood.
That's a blessing. Like
for sure.
Be doing what you love to do.
Yeah.
And because, like I said, a couple years ago, I would have never thought I'd be traveling.
Doing what you love.
And, you know,
that's what made me have to invest in you. As soon as you say you were from Florida, I'm like, oh, I hope he could come through today. That makes it that much better. Like, the reason that you're from Florida and you decide to travel the distance to connect with artists here or to do whatever, that just shows that you're hustling for your craft and your brand and what you guys believe in, him believing in you or trusting you to do these kind of things. Come in a stranger's home, no longer a stranger. Glad to meet y'all. But all those kind of things, it just, you know, that's commendable, man. I just love it. So I had to invest and get my money.
I appreciate it, man. Well, let our subscribers know, like, where they can find you on all platforms.
Definitely. Okay, let's take about 5 minutes for all these platforms. But nah, Blinded World LLC is the main page for my brand. If you want to find clothing, merchandise, all those things. Speaking of clothing and merchandise, I'm a man of my word. I like to hand you guys some clothing and merchandise while we are on camera to let you guys know they are now stamped with that Blinded World merch. Not only that, follow my Built by Bostic page, and that's Built, B-U-I-L-T, by B-Y. Bostic is my last name, B-O-S-T-I-C-K, Built by Bostic. You can find me there. BBB is the icon that you'll see. So that's me. There's my fitness page. If you want to know all about my music, upcoming events, my documentaries, that's out right now, shot by LRP Films, all that kind of stuff, follow me at IM_KountUp with a K. And that's KOUNTUP. So that's KountUp with a K. And K stand for 1000. So at IM_KountUp. Follow me on all those platforms. I follow back. I show love. Not a stranger. Hey, man, we'll see y'all at the top because the bottom is way too crowded, you dig?
All right, man. KountUp. Appreciate you again.
Yes, indeed.
We look forward to following you in the future.
Yeah,
linking back up, you know, on some projects, whatever we got, you know, whatever the future has in store for both of our brands.
Most definitely.
All right, MSTV, we out.